Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah Elizabeth and today I wanted to do a quick, easy, back to school, getting ready in the morning look. And I tried to focus this look on more so drugstore products on the cheaper end of the price scale. So let's just dive right on in. Alright, as always, this video is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. First off, I'm going to start off with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Face Primer. I know that in the warmer months, especially like summer and fall, my T-zone tends to get a little bit dewier throughout the day, and this really does help so much. So just put a little in my T-zone and just bring the excess product out. Hi Lulu. Kitty is hanging out with us too. Then for foundation, I had the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation in 00 Alabaster. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. Seriously, love this stuff. You don't need a lot. I like to dot that all around and grab a brush to blend that out. I do like to start off with less product, and if I find that I need more coverage, I'll usually go in with my concealer or more foundation after. But starting off with a, lighter layer is usually a better bet. It can look cakey real fast if you just pile it on right off the bat. You can add more product, but it's harder to take away product. For concealer, I have the E.L.F 16-Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish in Fair Rose. As I said, I tend to get a little dewier and oilier in the summer and fall. And sticking with blending that with the brush, grabbing my loose powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 05 Fair. I'm going to start off with a smaller brush to press it into my under eyes here. Where is it? Okay, we'll use this one. I always like to just start with just pressing powder into my under eyes, and then using a big fluffy brush on the rest of my face. I also like to use a smaller brush here to get it on my eyelids too. Now that I feel my face is sufficiently powdered, I'm going to go in with bronzer. I'm going to do a mixture. I have my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette, which is, high end, but I love this palette. And then a little bit of my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Bronze It in, I think this was 02 Medium. Could not get my hands on a 01 at the store. And that one's just a little bit too warm, so I just want to start off with a little bit of a base layer of the light and medium contour shades from this palette. Just don't want to go too overboard. You're going to school. You don't need to look like a chiseled little model. Generally. Most boys aren't going to appreciate it anyway. Do your makeup for you, not for the boys. So pretty. I love this palette. And make sure you don't forget to get up by your part and forehead. It'll just look a little pale there. This palette just tastes like chocolate and yummy. There. That's for that. And then this one does have quite a bit of glow to it. So seriously, mixed a little orange too, so I don't want to use a lot. Just a tiny little bit more glow. You just came back from summer break. You've got that tan, you've got that summer glow going on, right? At least you want it usually. I know back in the day when I was in school, everyone wanted it. Okay. On to blush. I have this E.L.F. powder blush palette. Seriously, blush is one of the first things to go, but at the same time, be careful. I'm just going to mix these two shades here. Tap, tap. Wrong brush, oh well. Tap, tap. Just kind of layering it with that bronzer here. I know everyone's all about that blush nose trend, and I'm just like, not too into it, but take a tiny little. Just bring it all over with what's left on this brush here. Ta-da. Everything's cohesive. And for highlight, I have my Wet n Wild. I love this highlighter. It's such a beautiful pink shade. What in the world is on it? Okay. It is the Megaglow Highlighting Powder in Blossom Glow, the pink one. I love my pink highlight. I'm sorry. I really love pink. They do have a beautiful gold one of this, but seriously, Wet n Wild has my favorite drugstore highlighter formula. It's blinding and beautiful. You don't even need a lot. It's there. It's there. For eyeshadow, I have the E.L.F. Rose Gold Nude palette here. They do have the little 4 pans that are very similar to this one, which I have, but I wanted to go with the bigger palette today. All right, I'm going to go in with the, not the lightest matte shade, but the second lightest here. Put that into my crease. Just blend that nicely. Add a little more up till your liking. You could always just slap your bronzer in your crease and just call it good too, but you know, a little something something is always nice now and then. If you want to go a little bit more cute, little more romantic, don't feel like doing the standard brown eyeshadow look here. Using a smaller fluffy brush, I'm going to dip into that same shade here again and just put that along my lower lash line. Yeah, this is such a perfect like spring or fall look just because of the tones. It works for spring because it's pink, but at the same time it works for fall because it's just that more cooler toned type of a pink. You could always end it right there for the eyeshadow portion, or you could keep going like I'm going to. I'm going to dip into the deeper, one bit more, just going along, going to the next matte shade. And I'm just going to put that against my lash line on the outer half and just kind of bring it up that way. Using the fluffy brush from before, just going to blend that all together nicely, no harsh lines. Take your time if you've got the time, otherwise speed through it and go for it. The shades are similar enough that it's not going to make that big of a deal. I love shimmers, but today I feel like this one is not the darkest, not the lightest, not the most intense in the palette, but it's cute, it's subtle, it's feminine. Plop that right on your eyelid with your finger. And then going back to my highlight with the same finger here, I'm going to pop that right on my inner corner. and bring it out a tiny bit onto the lid. Just an itsy little bit. And then mascara. I've been testing out, oh no, not mascara yet, setting spray. I don't have a drugstore one, but whatever setting spray you like the best, I just recommend using that. This is the Ciate London Watermelon Burst setting spray. Ta-da! Okay, now mascara. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I still don't really know how I feel about it. I think it might replace my Wander Beauty one for my natural days, but yeah. And then for my lower lashes, seriously, I just put a tiny little bit on. It's just more natural, wispy, and yeah. For my lips, I have just a gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in 04 Silk. I like this gloss a lot. And the shade. And voila, that is the finished, quick, easy, back to school look. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Are you excited for school this year? What's your go-to school products? What are your goals this year? Do you like to go more natural, more glam, or no makeup at all for school? Just let me know down in the comments. And I hope to see you all in my next video. I upload every Tuesday and Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will see you all later. Love you all. Bye.